Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. If it's Sunday for you, happy Monday if you happen to be in Australia. Today, we're going to talk about surrender. And that is one of the self mastery of all mastery that we all have to learn. Coming into a place of identifying what it is that we're resisting, learning to let go of our resistance so that we can stop clinging to an experience, stop clinging to a trigger, stop clinging to something that we're having a hard time processing and letting go based on lower limitations and fears. And if you're just joining me, please let me know where you're coming from. And if you have something that you're surrendering and you're letting go and you're working to release, let me know what that is. I am writing about this 33 days of self-mastery. So I have taken on, if you're not followed me thus far, a 33 days of self-mastery challenge where I show up for 33 days and teach you an aspect of something. I shouldn't even say teach you, and bringing to your awareness an aspect that you need to master within your abilities to navigate this journey within yourself to find wholeness, completeness, and balance of your own vibration, your own self, your own ability to be the master of your reality and the co-creator of your life. And so today, as I mentioned, is surrender. So this is a really deep one, as I said, because it really forces us to face something inside of ourselves we have been really resisting. And I feel like that's a never ending process because as we go up in ascension, as we go through the journey, and as we continue to evolve, that means everything's changing. The energy is changing, the things around us are changing, we are changing. So we're having to constantly release something that is no longer serving our highest good at any level of this elevation as we continue to go up. And in doing so, it forces us to let go of something that we are hanging on to. That could be for I'm going to give you an example for me. Like one is I had let go of a lot of things. I mean, about 8 years ago, I released a relationship, a business, and I moved from a house of 17 years in 10 days, and I downsized to 95% of, like, let go of 95% of everything I owned in my possession physically. And so in that was a lot of clearing space, a lot of opening up. And our exterior, it actually represents our interior, and there's a lot to do with that with feng shui. So one of the things I would invite you to do is look around your space and see what is in your space that's creating clutter around you, because it represents the clutter inside of you. And if you're really hanging on to something, for instance, like something, a token, a momentum, something that has brought you great joy, it can be hard to let those things go. So I invite you to take an inventory of what it is you have been resisting letting go of. And I would also invite you to do that not just in your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your actions, and your habits and your patterns, but I would invite you to start with your reality of what is in your life. Maybe it is a job that you're being asked to go into your purpose and you're resisting the shift and the change into the next level of you to step into your purpose and your mission. Which, by the way, if you are, I want you to check out the link in the description, either above you, below you, or on LinkedIn in my bio, because I have started a Lightworkers Academy, helping giving tools, tips, and resources and systems to help people begin to step into the next version of them in their purpose, the next version of their purpose. And, a lot of things about the purpose. So let's talk about that, because a lot of times the resistance to purpose is the changes we have to make or the actions we have to take. But one of those is not knowing what the actions you need to take, or not necessarily knowing the direction, or not knowing who it is you came here to be or what it is your purpose is, right? Well, that requires you to take inventory of who you are, because your purpose is your own personal path. And what you do then by putting, your pain from that path into a purpose helps give you a sense of being able to connect to a higher purpose, meaning that you're able to transmute your own pain through your ability to show up and help others. And so this is how we are able to keep moving if we will take action and take intentional action. And hello, David, welcome. You're letting go of the cards that you have reviewed from your wife. Okay. Yeah. And that's really good. Okay. So let's talk about that, David, because I want to mention this. So many of you out there are in either twin flame relationships or some other karmic relationship or some person that you don't want to delete their text. You don't want to erase their voicemails. You're hanging on to these things. If that's you and you're somebody out there that's holding on to those things, let me know. And if you're coming into this at any point in given time, be sure to, say hello, even if it's after, the replay. And if you're experiencing these things, please let me know. But so many people are holding on to these things that is filling up their space, blocking them from going to the next version or the next level or the highest purpose or highest mission. And we're resisting the change. We're resisting the connection to more. And one of the things that earlier I was going to mention when I was saying that, something I know I've experienced is that I created a beautiful life over the last 7 years. I mean, I went through a lot to let go of a lot. As I said, I shed the house, the relationship. I left my chiropractic practice and only work with people and their soul purpose and mission and their self, their life, love, and livelihood now to help people discover who they are and to tap into more potential inside and the hidden power that they have and help them come into alignment with their purpose and step into that. And part of that is helping them discover who they are through the twin flame connection so that they can actually use that connection to be their mirror. But the bottom line is in this journey, in my own pain, putting my own pain into the purpose and the showing up like I do here for this 33 days of self-mastery, I had created a version of what my life was from the point I started to being grand and great, and I loved it. But again, I needed to shed it again, only this time it was faster, and I had to go through another shedding, another layer. We are being stripped down to the wholeness that we are, that really represents the core of our being at the vulnerable state and allowing ourselves to be seen. Which is, I've said this, if you've been following me, I've said this, that coming here to, 33 days of self-mastery and showing up and only knowing one thing that I'm showing up to talk about, and that is surrender, or whatever the aspect is for the day. I am not planning these. I could not plan content for 33 days straight live when right now I am writing a book. Now, what I will say is this content is already there, and that's why it's so easy, because I've created so much content over the last 7 years, and like I am the content now. It's like inside of me. But back to the point is that hanging on to a version of myself that was beautiful and now having to let go of that to create more space for a higher version of me, which if you followed me on my self-love makeover journey, you know that I was going through a process of shift and change and changing my quantum image. Well, and I showed up for that because I planned a photo shoot for that. I met with coaches that I had an entire team for makeup and quantum image and a photographer and hairstylist and makeup artist. And I went through not just going to do it, I literally went through different parts of coaching for that. And I knew that it was my internal vibration that needed to match my external, my external vibration needed to match my internal vibration. But I also knew if I worked on the exterior at this point and worked in my physical, that would also shift the interior. But regardless, it's a little off topic, but just to give you some heads up and ideas that, this work and is a lot of work, and that we are constantly being asked to show up and learn more. And so that means it's going to be a constant state of finding balance between your resistance and your surrender. And so I want to leave you with my card reading for the card surrender from my card deck, Twin Flame Ascension Oracle deck. And in this is from the book that comes inside of the card deck. And the card is Surrender. And the subtitle is about the dark night of the soul. So mastering your ability to surrender is crucial to moving beyond the dark night of the soul and helping you veer away from false illusions. This card suggests that you take ownership of your choices and responsibilities for your actions to make better decisions going forward. Over time, your reality will align with your higher state of being. The intense challenges are not happening to you, but rather for you. What feels like torment is only guiding you to go deeper within yourself. Listen to your intuition and discover more of who you are. Honor your emotions, integrate your pain, and create expanded conscious awareness to enliven your spirit and provide personal freedom. If you continue to hold on to the things that no longer serve you, you will prolong the shadow period, causing you to go deeper into the soul pain. You are being asked to move beyond your old patterns, your beliefs, systems, and programming. Let go of the self-judgment and the expectation of others. Instead, stand in your own power to awaken to your truth and liberate your soul. So, that being said, this is all about coming to a place of freedom, soul freedom, and liberation. And the minute you can fully understand how to let go of your resistance and stop clinging to people and experiences and holding on and not changing and going with the flow, the sooner you'll be able to open up this space to allow yourself to freely flow, flexible, fluid, and you'll have more fun in the process, because then it becomes lighter energy and you become and show up more in a place of feeling free. And so let me know either now or when, if you're watching the replay, what it is you're working on surrendering and what you're working to let go of. And make sure to check out my Lightworker Academy, and you'll find the links in the above and below, and really give it some thought and decision. If you've been wanting to go to your next level and your next purpose and you've been resisting it, then this is your opportunity to really have everything you need to take yourself to the next level in your journey. So I look forward to seeing you again. I see you tomorrow, and you have a great night and evening, and leave your comments and I'll be back to check them out and to answer. Sending loads of love.